I think I would want to know more what those expensive projects are.
Oh yeah, definitely talk to us first,
Right.
Because we can help them determine if it's worth it or not. I mean, it really depends.
Right. If it's something that's going to hinder your sale, or you think it's, maybe the inspector won't find it, they're going to find it. So if your HVAC is not working, or you've got big hole in the roof, or you've got critters in the attic, or things that could really cause a sale to not happen, those are the kinds of things you really need to do. There's a lot of things that maybe you didn't need to do, maybe you don't need to do now that you needed to do a year ago, and some of those might be, you always want to have it painted fresh, can't even talk today. Make it nice and show ready, but you want to work with your agent to figure out what's the most important and where those dollars are going to serve you well. And there's a lot of pay at close options available right now. We've got several at our disposal that we're happy to talk to you about. And so you know what that is. It's basically like a 0%, think of it as a 0% credit card, and it's just paid at the closing. So that's a really nice option too, especially if you're buying a house. So then maybe it won't show on. It'll be a little bit more positive that way too.
Definitely, because what we're seeing is a lot of people have quite a bit of equity in their home, so they've got the money to pay for this stuff once they close, but they may not want to invest it up front until after they close. So this is kind of a way to take advantage of your equity ahead of time by doing those things. And one thing I just wanted to add about that is, again, I think a lot of people might have the perception that because the market's so strong, they don't have to work as hard to sell their home and do things. But keep in mind, if you're a buyer and you got into a bidding war over a house and you're paying over asking price and, maybe over appraised value for a house, you do have an expectation that that house is going to be in good shape. Mm-hmm. You have an expectation of what you're getting. Otherwise, that's where we're seeing the buyer's remorse. So I think that, if you want to get the top dollar for your house, then you really do need to present it in a way where the buyer feels like it's worth it and, they don't regret that decision that they made.
And this is a similar kind of on that topic. I think what we've always found is buyers seem to be able to get their head around one project. It's like, ooh, this bathroom needs remodeled, or ooh, like a fence needs repaired, or something that they can do. But when it starts to add up, you've got multiple offers, and then they go over list price. All of a sudden, that doubt builds, and the buyer's remorse, and all of a sudden, it's too much amount.
Yeah.
So we've seen that firsthand. So it is. Sarah's right. You want to make sure you've shown that you've taken care of your home, because it will pay for itself later.
It will. Yeah.
So I think we've actually covered all of our seller questions. Sorry, all of our seller questions. We've got some great buyer side questions, and again, some of these hinge both ways. But if you're buying and selling at the same time, and there's a lot of people in that situation because you really need somewhere to go. We'll get onto that topic too. But Mom's gonna take us on the path of some the top asked buyer questions.